What is up, YouTube? Bobbles and Bulk Cards back with another video. Hope everybody had a great week out there. It's December 9th, so we are rolling right along in December. I tell you, man, 2022 has been just flying by, it feels like. So, anyway, hope everybody is doing great out there. I know it's a little bit late. I was busy today, went out running, doing some errands and stuff. Ran down to where Card Seller is, my local card shop in Fredericksburg, Virginia, about an hour from me, 45 minutes to an hour. And man, I tell you, it's the little things in life that really can excite you. When I got into the town, I was sitting at the stoplight, like the first stoplight I come to, and there is a gas station called Sheetz. People in the East Coast, Pennsylvania area would likely know what I'm talking about, maybe Ohio area. And I could see the sign for the price of gas across the road. And I got so excited while I was sitting at the stoplight. I took a picture of it and I sent it to the missus. And I said, "Oh my God, gas is below $3." In full caps, because I wasn't expecting to see that. And I drive a Dodge Charger with a Hemi. And it's tuned. And I have to run 93 octane. And let's just say it is not very generous on fuel consumption. And so when I see that gas has came down, you best believe it makes me happy. So anyway, that was the first thing that excited me. Next, went to the LCS, hung out there for a little bit, talked to the owner, Bart, and another guy I've made good friendship with, helps him out, named Jeff. Cool dude. He goes to shows, submitted cards with us some. So hung out, talked to them a bit about stuff, talked to some of the customers that come in. It's a great environment. People just come in, hang out, talk. Picked up, some sleeves, some supplies I needed. I'm going to be honest, though. I was absolutely mad at myself once I got back home. I realized that Heritage High number was out, and I completely forgot. I love opening Heritage. I didn't even look on the shelf to see how much hobby boxes were. Likely would have grabbed, a couple of those, because it's usually, I don't know what the price is right now for 2022 High number, but it's always a fun product and it's usually reasonable. I like the chase for the little oddball, errors and variations and actions, and then you get the chance at the chromes and that kind of stuff in there. So, and then obviously the autos, but it's always a fun rip, and it would have been something I'd have liked to have picked up. And then I also forgot completely that Stadium Club was released. I don't know what was going on with me. But anyway, hung out there for a little bit, and my son came with me, so it was kind of cool too, hanging out with him today. But then obviously we hit up some stores and stuff. I'll tell you, y'all joke and say I'm old. I'm going to actually admit right now, working in manufacturing for so long, I have pretty bad arthritis in my hands from, bolting, putting in bolts, tightening stuff, using a ratchet a lot, all that. Built up a lot of arthritis. And I've been very unmotivated to post stuff online or list on eBay and that sort of thing, because just sitting and typing and using a mouse and everything was killing my hands. So went to Best Buy, got me a nice little, I'm going to call it fancy because it's fancy for me. I'm going to tell you, if this little mouse here, if this thing did not feel so good there in the store display, I would have not bought it, because it was a lot more money than I would have ever spent on a mouse. But anyway, grabbed a new keyboard. Reason being, guys, I really want to get back motivated. I was having such a good time listing cards for, the cheaper stuff, the plain white envelope stuff. I want to get back to that because it was a lot of fun. And, I think right now is a great opportunity to, there's collectors that are out there. There's people buying that stuff. There's people that are looking for these, $2 cards. You wouldn't expect it, but I'm telling you, there's people out there buying that stuff. It takes a little bit of work and effort, but it's a lot of fun. I just needed something to allow me to sit here and do that more, because when your hands are hurting, you don't feel like doing it. So, and the Mac keyboard is like I described it to somebody earlier today. When you're typing on the little slim, I have an iMac, so the little slim Mac keyboard, it feels like you're pinky punching a brick wall from typing all the time, hitting enter and stuff. So I needed a new keyboard to help with that, and then obviously this mouse will help me on my mouse clicky. So anyway, was excited about that, and then me and my son went into 2 different Walmarts, and I didn't buy a whole lot of stuff, but I did pick up some wax today. There was all kinds of wax. There was Select Basketball, Optic. There's all kinds of new little mystery tins that has like Optic and Prism stuff in it. Topps Holiday was out on the shelf. Me and the missus always love ripping that. It's a great rip. If you love baseball, if you got kids, or you want a cheap product to rip and just have some fun, I'm telling you, Topps Holiday is great. There was some awesome Pokemon stuff out. We picked up a few packs of the Evolving Skies, had some fun with that. And then I got a couple of the little retail. I don't buy a lot of this, so don't take it as, oh, he bought it, it must be good. I bought it just because it was a cheaper option to have some fun with, but I bought a couple retail things of Upper Deck Series 1 hockey. But there was a lot of soccer cards out. There was a good bit of everything, and it wasn't just one store. Both stores were pretty loaded up, so that was great to see. And again, it was nice when Holiday was $15 a box. Those are $25 now, but for the fun factor, yeah, it's pretty good. So anyway, I'm gonna open up the advent calendar before I forget. We are obviously on day number 9, so let me pop this open real quick. I'm doing it backwards, I know, so I can get in there. Looks like there is a pack in here today. Which pack is it? It is Chilling Reign, Sword and Shield Chilling Reign. So let's see what we get out of that. This little thing has been loaded with packs. I don't know how much she paid for it, but for the amount of packs in it, it must have been a pretty good price. Alright, let's see what we get here. So we got a Venipede, a Boonsweet, Lapras, a Blitzel, an Aron, a Reverse Hollow Hatena, and then a Bennett, Energy, Thwacky, Seabold, and a Curlia. So far, nothing out of any of the packs I've opened, except for some Reverse Hollows and Hollows. But that's okay. It's been fun. So, back to what I was saying, guys. I am actually... show you guys. I am really getting in more fun with... I don't want to push this, oh, well, you're playing purist collector. That's not what I'm saying right now. I'm having fun with collecting, getting back to the basics. I was telling a guy the other day, actually yesterday, who was, talking about his kids like cards and stuff, and he was discussing values and everything, and I was like, your kids are young enough right now. Do they have a favorite baseball team? And he was like, yeah. He was like, the Orioles. And I was like, all right, great. They have some good young talent there that aren't, overly expensive. I was like, have your kids first have a team, a favorite team, and then have them pick a player. And it doesn't have to be the most expensive player, but have them find a favorite player of that team. And then get them to follow along with that player and build a collection of that player. Something that means something, like a player that means something to them. Because many times... you can get these awesome patch cards, or autographs might be cheaper, and that is a way to get the kids, especially if they already like the sport, to get more involved in the collecting without worrying about the value. You have I'm just going to throw his name out, Ryan Mountcastle of the Orioles, right? If the kids like Orioles and they choose Mountcastle as a favorite player, he's got a many cards out there that you could get at a great value. And then they're going to hunt for these Ryan Mountcastle cards. And, you could take them to a small card show, and it gives them something to target and look for. And I really think like team collecting is great, player collecting is great, and it's also a way that you can, sure, everybody would love to have, a Babe Ruth collection, right? We all would love that. But you can scale it on another level to, you all know Michael Taylor is someone I absolutely love collecting. He's a great dude. He's, Gold Glove winner, World Series champion, just awesome guy. But I also have amassed a good collection because I can have fun buying his cards and it's not breaking the bank, right? So I think that kind of stuff makes the hobby itself, in general, a lot more fun. It takes out worrying about like what's going up, what's going down, is what's market doing, this and that and the other. It's actually you yourself like enjoying it, sharing it with other people. Hell, if you guys are collecting somebody and you all have somebody I'm collecting, we could figure that out. I share pretty much everybody I collect. I don't keep it a secret. But I don't know. It's just a lot more fun. Something I'm doing, I will also say, and I'll share it more with you guys. I have not requested to have it shipped yet because I want to add some more stuff to it. I have never, and this might surprise folks, I have never used COMC on the COMC website. Okay, and in the last video, people asked me if I sold on COMC and stuff. I've never sent them cards to sell for me, and I have never, until just a few days ago, bought directly from the COMC website. And you might say, well, how are you in this hobby? I've bought from COMC on eBay, but I've never bought from COMC on the website. I, in fact, didn't even know how to do it to where I didn't have to have the stuff shipped. I had to figure all that out. To anybody that's never used it, you have to add store credit to your account and then use that to pay for the items, and then they don't have to be shipped. Lesson learned. Did it that way. That's why they haven't shipped yet. But I think there's 45 cards in my inventory right now that I will be at some point having shipped. I'm going to probably add to that because I put a little bit of extra money in there over what I bought. That way I can play around with it some. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys just to give you an idea of what a lot of it is. I have decided to work on building the Topps Hall of Fame rookies or debut cards, however you want to put it. Something like this, a 90 Frank Thomas. I'm not going to send this in likely to grade. I don't think it would get a very high grade. And, if it gets like an 8 or something like that, it's probably worth less than the grading cost to begin with. Chipper Jones, same thing. So these kind of things I'm just putting in one touches. This was a mail day. When McGriff got announced, I didn't know for sure if I had this already. I likely do, but it was like $2.50 shipped, and I figured, you know what, just in case, go ahead and grab it. So there's the Topps traded McGriff. This is just a couple I grabbed. I have a box that I'm working on, and working on the Topps Hall of Fame rookie run or debut, cards, however you want to put it. Because not all of them are rookies, obviously. And I don't want Victor in my comments saying they're not rookies, Bobbles. But no, I was working on the PSA, not graded in PSA slabs, but I was using the PSA registry as a checklist for all of the rookies. And I realized that some of the stuff after 84, where they went to specific different cards from all different sets, a lot of those cards, the values are baked in because of the registry. And I was thinking about it, and I was like, Topps is what we grew up with for like a good bit. A lot of the cards that I remember were Topps. And Topps is so synonymous with baseball that I might still work on the other registry list, but I think the Topps debut list is, again, something I can do to have fun with. And, cards I remember, especially from the 80s and 90s, and just have fun. So that's a hint on what a large, it's not all of it. There's other stuff in the COMC that I bought, but there is some Topps stuff in the COMC order, stuff that I wasn't 100% sure if I had, so I just picked it up. And I don't know when I'll ship those out. Whenever that comes in, I'll share with you guys, but anyway, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. Just thought it'd be fun to talk about it. If you're collecting and stuff and you're looking for like cheaper cards or whatever, the eBay is right there on the screen. I'll go over here and show you guys. Let's see, take off which camera? This one. So here is the eBay store. So you see I'm up to 193. The other day I was like, I think I had like 140 items in here, so I have been listing more. But just, a lot of cheap, fun stuff. So I'm going to be loading this up as much as I can. And it's going to just be cheap, fun stuff for the most part. There might be, like this Dale Earnhardt autograph. It's not cheap, but it's a very nice item. So just keep an eye on that if you like collecting and looking for lower end level stuff. Keep an eye on the eBay store, because I am definitely going to be getting heavy back to work on loading it up. So that's all I got for you guys, man. I just wanted to make sure I got a video done. It's been awesome staying consistent with this, staying motivated with it, having fun. I appreciate all of you that watch and comment and like and subscribe and all that stuff. So sorry it's a little bit late, but we got it done, and I had a great day. I hope you did too. As always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and until the next video, I'm out.